Dan Howard. I'd love to talk to you about the camera on a stick. And if you hang around, I'll tell you the story, how it happened, and the story behind the story. But this is pretty simple. This is one of those simple flip cameras that you use to take short videos, just like this one is doing. I have a squeegee for car windows. I put a 1/4 inch machine screw in it and a bolt to hold it so it doesn't drop down. Has a place. Tighten the camera up on this, and the foam pad works wonderfully to hold it and keep it directed the right way. And then you can put it in this very ordinary pole. This pole happens to be a pole sweeping, a pool sweeping pole that we use to put attachments to grab the stuff in the middle of the pole, clean the floor, and all that other kind of stuff out there. Put this in simply down the tube, and here you have a device that you can put up a 2-story roof, check the roof. You can take a smaller section, get above suspended ceilings, into crawl spaces, try and check all types of places that safety and access are an issue. It also can be used to check above dormers when you can't get to them because you have a slate roof or you have another roof that walking on it could damage it. So it's a pretty useful tool. Now if you have a minute, this is how it came to be. We're from our inspection companies from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And of course, we had a very nasty winter last winter, including a 3-foot snow. And Doug, one of our great inspectors, was out of the site on a 13-year-old home with a 13-year-old roof. And the snow had sort of melted off enough to see the condition of the roof, but definitely not enough to walk on. And he set the ladder up, didn't walk on the roof, set the ladder up against the roof, went up, looked, and saw this roof had been put on with staples. Staples were working their way up, and so there was some lifted shingles. His report, of course, reflected the fact that they were extruding staples and that this needed service work. All well and good. About 2 weeks after he completed the inspection, I get an email, as does his copy, that there's a roofer who's supposed to do the bid for the service call to remove the extruding screws and staples. And the roofer's position was that he had to charge for the estimate unless we went and walked on the other side of the roof. Well, that kind of struck me as silly. It just made no sense at all, because if he did want more information about how much of a roof it is, what needs done, having us walk on the roof had nothing to do with it. But that's what the guy was saying. And I sent back a lovely email that said, hey, look, this doesn't make sense. Maybe you need to get a new roofer. But it's a service call, and it makes no sense for me to go up and look on the other side or walk on the other side. It isn't going to impact on the roofer at all. Maybe you just need to get another roofer. 2 weeks after that, he said, I guess you missed what I really wanted. Now, our inspector was at the house for a little short of 4 hours, but this customer said, you know, I didn't get what I paid for. I didn't get a thorough inspection because he only looked at one side of the roof. The other one he saw from the ground because there was too much snow and ice and he couldn't get a ladder up there. I want somebody today to go there and check the other side. I looked at my wife and said, well, I'll handle it. She said, are you crazy? It's sleeting out there. And that's where this came from. I get to the house, and though the seller had moved out, he was there. He looked at me and said, you're not going on my roof. I don't either want you to fall or you to sue me. Either way, I lose. And I said, oh no, got this in the bag. Showed him the camera on a stick, put the camera up, shot the film, looking around the top of this 2-story roof, went down, plunked a little disc in and sent it to the client. He got to see a full picture of it, and he actually, I don't think to this day, knows that I didn't walk on it. All he knows is he has the film of the other side of the roof, where also the camera was turned around and saw the neighbor houses, so she knows that that's the right house. Anyhow, a great, safe way to investigate places that you can't get easy access to. I'm Dan Howard, Howard Home Testing and Inspections, here for all the inspectors that are trying to do things safe and thoroughly. Thank you for your attention.